Question number 7. What does it say? Jordan, together with his teammates, blank a formidable opponent on the basketball court. I don't know whether you noticed this or not, how cleverly they missed out applying a comma. Friends, together with is actually a correlative conjunction. We all know that. Whenever you use a correlative conjunction in a sentence, applying two commas, the first comma right before the correlative conjunction and the second comma right before the usage of the verb in the sentence becomes compulsory. Unfortunately, the second comma is applied here, but the first comma is missing. So I have already applied the first comma right before the correlative conjunction, that is together with. It means this information is not required for me. So what is my subject? Jordan. Singular or plural? Singular. If when my subject is singular, my verb is expected to be singular. Out of the options given, that is present and presence, which one is singular? Definitely presence is singular. Jordan presents formidable opponent on the basketball court. That has to be the correct answer. Let's go to question number 8. Smita and her brothers blank at school. There is no chance you can get confused over here, my dear friends. Smita and her brothers. Smita is a different entity and her brothers are also different entities. This is equivalent to saying Ramu and Shamu. We are not talking about a combination of words, my dear friends. We are talking about two different entities. When you talk about two different people, two different places, which are considered two different entities altogether, and it is conjoined with a conjunction and, then you are supposed to blindfoldedly go with the plural verb. My subject is not only Smita, but also her brother. It means my subject is plural. So when my subject is plural, my verb is expected to be plural. So the answer has to be R. Let's go to 9th one. Either my mother or my father. Look at this. Either my mother or my father. Okay. One side I have mother, on the other side I have father. I don't have to even apply logic 5, what we discussed under correlative conjunctions like either or, neither nor, whether or, not only, but also no sooner than later, because both the subjects what I'm coming across in the sentence are actually singulars, right? See here, my mother, subject 1, singular. My father, subject 2, singular. Both are singular. It means whether you're going to decide the verb based on my mother or my father, the answer is going to be definitely the same, singular. Correct? So my answer has to be is coming to the meeting. Either my mother or my father is coming to the meeting. They are not coming to the meeting, is coming to the meeting. Means either of these two options. That's the correct answer. Question number 10. The duck or the ducklings. Friends, 9 and 10 both are on the same page. Okay. One side you have duck, on the other side you have ducklings. Duck, singular or plural? Singular. Ducklings, plural. It means now logic 5 has to be applied here. Okay, you have to decide the verb based on that subject which is very close to the verb. That's what we learned in the theory. So let's apply that. The subject which is close to the verb is ducklings. Singular or plural? Plural. It means my answer also has to be plural. The duck or the ducklings are outside. Either the duck or the ducklings are outside. Let's go to the next question. Either my shoes or your coat. Another sentence in the same pattern. One side I have subject 1 which says my shoes. Singular or plural? Definitely plural. Socks, shoes, glasses, they all come under the same category, my dear friends. They're all plurals. You can go back to logic 2, what we learned, weird nouns. Some words look like singulars, but they are actually plurals. But some words look like plurals, they're actually singulars. This particular word also comes under the same category. My subject 2 is coat. Singular or plural? Singular. So now this blank is close to coat or shoes? Definitely coat. It means my answer to this question has to be singular. Question number 12. Gautam and Firoz. Friends, again, Gautam is a different entity, Firoz is a different entity. So I'm not only talking about Gautam, but also talking about Firoz. It means my subject is plural. When my subject is plural, my verb has to be plural. Out of doesn't and don't, we know don't is plural and doesn't is singular. That's why my answer has to be don't. Gautam and Firoz don't want to see the movie. If I'm talking about either of this, let's say only Gautam, Gautam doesn't want to watch the movie, or Firoz doesn't want to watch the movie, or Gautam and Firoz don't want to watch the movie. Go to the next question. It says, Krishna blank know the answer. What's my subject? Krishna. Singular or plural? Singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. So definitely my answer has to be doesn't, not don't. Okay. One of my sisters blank going on a trip to France. What's my subject in the sentence? Definitely not my sisters. It is one. Singular or plural? Singular. When my subject is singular, verb has to be singular. So my answer has to be is. Question number 26. There blank 15 candles. This word there, my dear friends, this also gets into the category of some, any, all, most. Why? Because you can use there either as a singular word or as a plural word. There is a bottle, there are bottles. Point to be noted. There is a pen, there are pens. There is a boy, there are boys. There is an assignment, there are assignments. You understand my point? So it can be used either as a singular word or as a plural word. So from that perspective, as I'm talking about 15 candles, I already told you, whenever you have even 0.1% of doubt on whether the subject is singular or plural, the only thing what you have to do is look at the next word. If the next word is singular, your subject becomes singular. If the next word is plural, your subject becomes plural. Simple as that. So as I'm talking about 15 candles, which is plural, it means there is plural. It means my answer has to be where. In that bag, now there only one left. So now only one is definitely singular. It means my answer has to be is. Question number 27. The committee blank these questions carefully. Friends, committee, go to collective nouns rules what we learned. I told you all the collective nouns are always singular. So if a sentence is starting with a collective noun, you can blindfoldedly go with the singular verb in the same sentence. So now the committee debates these questions carefully. There might be 10 people in the committee, 20 people in the committee, 15 people in the committee. That is none of our business. They're directly talking about the committee. Point to be noted, they are directly talking about the committee. So the answer has to be debates, which is singular. Question number 28. Did you notice something? 27 and 28 both are starting with the same word. Whenever you have questions back to back starting with the same subject, it means it is a trap. It means both the questions cannot have the same answer. That one thing I can guarantee you. So coming back here, the committee blank very different lives in private. They're using the word different lives. It means they're not talking about committee directly. They're talking about people of the committee. That's the understanding. Because committee is non-living. The committee cannot have a life. But the moment you talk about the people of committee, yes, they do have lives and they do have to live differently or maybe uniquely, right? So we are not talking about committee, we are talking about people of the committee indirectly in the sentence. My answer has to be lead. That is plural. The committee lead very different life. In other words, the people live very different life. That's the meaning. Go to question number 29. The Prime Minister. I don't think I have to even read the sentence. Look at comma 1 and comma 2, my dear friends. It means I do not have to bother about this section. My subject is Prime Minister, singular or plural, singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. Answer has to be greets. Question number 30. All of the CDs, again, 2 commas. See here, it means I'm not supposed to bother about this section. My subject is CDs. There is no apostrophe S, point to be noted. It says CDs. It means they're talking about more than one CD. So it means my subject is plural. When my subject is plural, my verb is supposed to be plural. My answer has to be are. Question number 31. The politician, again, see, two commas. If you're able to notice how many correlative conjunction based questions we are coming across. That's why I told you one question from this section is compulsory in any company specific question papers for that matter. The politician is expected shortly, because my subject here in the sentence is politician, singular or plural, singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. 32. Again, two commas. Can you see this? This is how you save your time. It means I don't have to bother about this. My subject is excitement, which is an emotion. Let me tell you, happiness, anger, excitement, nervousness, tension, each one of these emotions is singular. Any emotion you're talking about doesn't matter. Every emotion is considered a singular word. Okay. So my subject is excitement, singular or plural, singular. So when my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. My answer has to be is. Excitement is the cause of a shaking. Question number 33. Each of the girls, look at this, friends. We had a question each of the students when we were discussing the theory. Now we have each of the girls. My subject is each, singular or plural, singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. So the answer has to be sings well. Sings, singular, sing, plural. 34. Every one of the cakes. The sentence is starting with every one, my dear friends. I'm not talking about the cakes directly. I'm talking about every one of the cakes. It means my subject is every one, that is singular. Everyone, someone, anyone, no one. We came across 16 words in one of the logics. I told you all the indefinite pronouns are always singular. This comes under the same category. So when a subject is singular, your verb has to be singular, right? Answer has to be is. Question number 35. Salma is the scientist who blanked the reports. What am I talking about? I am actually talking about Salma, singular or plural, singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. There is no chance of confusion here at all. So the answer has to be writes. Okay. Question number 34. The number of minutes. See here. I've already seen this is the last logic what we discussed under the umbrella of subject verb agreement, especially when we were discussing theory, right? The number of minutes. I told you whenever the sentence starts with the number, the ratio, the minority, the majority, blindfoldedly go with a singular verb. Don't even waste your time. It has to be singular. I will not get into reading the sentence at all. Now, let's finish the other three questions which are left over here. 15. The man with all the birds. Look at this part, my dear friends. With all the birds. With all the birds is the description given to the subject. So logically, my subject is only the word the man. The man is singular or plural? Singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular, right? The man. Just leave this part and read the sentence. It will be easy. The man lives on the pavement. And one more thing is missing here. That's the comma. The first comma has to be applied right before with. The second comma has to be applied right after birds. Then your job is done. It becomes very easy. Question number 16, the movie, including all the previews. Again, look at the two commas, my dear friends. It means this is junk, correct? My subject is only movie, singular or plural, singular. When my subject is singular, my verb has to be singular. My answer has to be takes about 2 hours to watch. Question number 17, either answer. Okay, please correct it. This is answers. It's not answer, either answers. Because in this particular form of sentence, when you are using only either or neither in a sentence without or and nor consistently in each of the sentences, the next word what you use after either, after neither has to be in the plural form. That's just a typo. Either answers is correct. I told you, I had told this to you all. Whenever the sentence starts with either separately or neither separately, blindfoldedly go with a singular verb.